All right, I want to make a template here for the Summit user community that allows us to just understand kind of best ways to model funnel. So top of funnel customer acquisition. And the thing that's interesting about customer acquisition is that it's typically not found in a profit and loss statement. But it's definitely something that business leaders and founders think about a lot. In fact, we spend a ton of our time figuring out growth modeling, but it's not something that you're going to find in a financial statement because it's top of the revenue line, and kind of revenue is where those things start. So top line being top line, this stuff is kind of above top line. But especially as founders, we care a lot about it. And if you work in growth or elsewhere, you also care about it. So I'm going to, let's model just a couple different acquisition channels and show you how easy it is to merge and blend a lot of activities that are different, happen on different frequencies and cadences, but ultimately all funnel into revenue. So without further ado, let's just kind of put some things on here, and I'm going to kind of put in organic leads first. Say we've got a source of organic leads of 300 a month, which is growing at 3% a month. So leads is growing. It's an important key growth driver. So I'm just going to put these sources over here first. So why don't we kind of have a box here for our channels, and we'll put them in here like so. So I'm building an acquisition channels model that in Summit. This is using usesummit.com free tool. I'm on the paid version just so I can add colors and stuff while we talk, but all the functionality you see here is included in the free version as well. So there's organic leads. Let's also assume we have paid leads, and maybe that's a source of 1,000 a month. And that's not growing because we kind of have a consistent paid advertising budget, but we'll place that there. And let's change these to monthly. So what we want to do is just model a couple different, let me click, I got everything selected. There we go. Let's just model a couple different kind of acquisition channels for this. So above the top of funnel, and these are numbers. I'm going to change these to numbers. And I'm going to put this down here, actually move bank accounts down. All right, cool. So 300 growing, 1,000 constant. We also maybe have like conferences that we attend. So let's do this conference is one. And let's say that we go to one conference a quarter, and we walk away with 100 leads per quarter. And that's not growing either because conferences tend to be the same, but we're going to make that quarterly. All right. And what else do we have? So that organic, paid, conferences. Maybe we are also experimenting with kind of business development. So maybe like affiliate marketing, which is another channel. So maybe that brings in, maybe affiliates are bringing in a lot, but as you'll see in a minute, they're less qualified. But let's say we're bringing in, similar, somewhere in between, let's say 500 leads a month. But affiliates is growing also at, 3%, let's say. Actually, let's make it 4% because we already did 3% just for fun. And we'll have this growing monthly. So this is growing monthly. So here we have all these different sources of leads. And what we need now in order to convert these leads to cash is obviously a funnel of activity. So I'm going to create plans over here. So we're going to have kind of traditional, let's do like bronze, silver, gold, maybe, or actually let's do something a little more sassy. So entry level tier is say 29, 49 bucks a month, and then we've got our pro tier, which is 99 bucks a month, and then we've got our business tier, which is $2.99 a month. Cool. So these are kind of our different tiers, products, and we're going to start connecting some arrows here in a minute. So, of our organic leads, we can actually bring this together. So we don't need to be so far apart. I'm not sure I need all this space. So for organic leads, let's say that we convert some to entry and some to pro and some to business. We can just say that our conversion rate to the entry tier maybe is, because it's organic traffic, people just kind of want to kick the tires and try it out. Maybe it's 70%. And for the pro tier, it's going to be, actually, I know what I want to do. I'm going to do customers here. So these are going to be customers. So these are going to be pools of customers. So we want to do this first. We want to have a customer pool of folks that are subscribed to these and do pricing later. So let me just take out my backspace. I'm going to start out these empty, and then you'll see how price. So these are people, these are going to be converted to customers. So of these 300, 70% sign up for the entry tier. Maybe 20, it's going to be a lot. So let's just say 27% sign up for this, and then the remaining 3% sign up for business. But this is assuming kind of 100% conversion. So maybe these are free trials. So what we can do here is we can either add a conversion step or we can use these percentages. So obviously not 100% of our trials are going to sign up. So maybe what we want to do is dial these down. So out of the entire amount, maybe it's 15% that sign up for this. It's only 5% that sign up for that, and maybe it's 1% that sign up for this. So it's kind of like a 30% conversion rate or so that sign up for each of these. Now with paid, it's going to be even worse because paid just tends to convert worse. So let's say it's 1% converts to entry. Pro is actually 1% as well. And then let's say maybe we don't get any business tier conversions off of that. So kind of laying out our web of conversions here. So space these out a little bit more. It's easier to read. And conferences, though, maybe those are all high touch deals and those convert to business. And the conversion rate is pretty solid. So maybe it's 15 of those. Well, if you meet them in person, it might even be higher. So maybe let's say it's 25. So 25% quarterly conferences sign up for this business tier. And maybe even some of them realize they actually wanted the pro after talking to you or whatever. So maybe it's 5% sign up for pro. Okay. And then affiliate marketing. This is probably even lower touch. So probably let's just flow all of these to entry. So all the ones that convert. So let's say for affiliate marketing, maybe 10% convert. So little noisy, but you can see these are our conversion ratios, and this is a funnel. And I laid it out pretty easily. I have growth rates for each. And now what we want to do is, of course, we can change those anytime just to experiment, but now we want to convert these to what they actually pay. So entry level, so entry MRR is going to be $49 a month. Pro tier is going to be, pro MRR is going to be $99 a month. And then that business tier is going to be $299 a month. And we can send this to here and this to here. So that's going into our bank account, this to here, this to here. So normally you'd have to type in kind of tedious cell references, equals E, whatever, whatever. And some of you just kind of draw arrows, which is part of the fun. You can make this look however you want. But now we have our acquisition channels, conversion rates, tiers, and pricing. And if we want to, which I will suggest we do here, we can even, Summit makes it really easy to put in churn rates. So we have different churn rates for each of these. So maybe on the entry tier, we actually churn highest. So maybe it's an 8% churn rate, which is obviously pretty bad, but it's kind of on the lowest plan. And typically what you see is that churn rates decrease as you go up in price. So maybe this is a 4% churn. And then maybe in the business tier, it's very little churn. So maybe this is 1%. Now we just added in churn as well. So churn, pricing, acquisition channels, and bank account, which you don't have to have here, but you could delete this since the model would still be at least giving you MRR by product line and by acquisition channel. So let's see what else we need to clean up here. So this repeats quarterly. This is a number. Affiliate marketing. So these are all numbers because they're numbers of leads coming in here, paid leads. I'm going to put the leads on top, just reorganize my table a little bit. Different lead sources. Here's my pricing. Actually, these are numbers of customers in each of these tiers. So I'm going to change these to numbers as well. You can see those numbers going up over time. And then MRR by product line. So you can see how that changes over time as well. And so, if you're thinking about changing one of your prices or asking yourself what would happen if we improved our conversion rates or grew our top of funnel for one of these channels, it's just really easy to do. It's also easy to show your funnel to someone else. And you can also put in stuff like comments here or even links. So if you got a Notion doc that talks about your thoughts on your current growth model and pricing or whatnot, you can just put that in here. And that's a note for somebody else who comes to this and wants to learn more about how you're growing all this. So this is a simple layout. You can obviously add this onto a model that may go on farther and farther, and there's plenty of space to expand. All right, that's a simple recipe which will become a template that you can adopt with a click on usesummit.com. Thanks for watching.